Hi guys, it's me Julie here with a little spontaneous video. Last night I was doing some cleaning up and I was going through all of my makeup again because I've been going on this huge declutter for like the last, well, pretty much the last year. When I feel like I've come full circle. When I first started watching YouTube videos and before I even started making videos, I mean, my collection was tiny. It basically fit into, I had one of those Sterilite plastic drawer units where they were like 3 drawers, and that was pretty much it, and those weren't even full. So I'd never really had a lot of makeup. Then I started watching YouTube videos and I started making YouTube videos, and I kind of went crazy just buying stuff for the sake of collecting it, and I love it, and you know, like it was something that I could get excited about, and it was something that I was very passionate about. But then I got to the point where I felt like I had way too much, and because I don't do this for a job, as I've said before, I just feel like it's all sitting there in my drawers not getting used. I mean, I got to the point where I had like one of those 5-drawer Alex drawer units from IKEA, like the wide ones, and that was like full of makeup, and even then it wasn't enough to hold it all. So about a year ago, I asked for the original beauty box as a Christmas gift, and I wanted to store my makeup in that so that I could see it. So it really meant downsizing because it's only 5 drawers, and it meant getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I kind of started on that journey a year ago because looking at all that stuff that I wasn't using was it's really upsetting to some of us. I just felt so guilty over having things that I wasn't using, and it made me uncomfortable, and then it always makes you think of like the money that you're spending and everything. And I got to the point where I wasn't enjoying what I had because there was just so much of it. So I started downsizing a year ago, and I did really well. Like, I've gotten rid of so much stuff, like unbelievable amounts of stuff I've either tossed or given away or like passed on to other people kind of thing. So I got rid of a lot of it, but I'm still always going through it because I still have too much. Like, I'm trying to get back to just a reasonable amount so that I have a few selections to choose from, but so that I can, when I see something new and I want to buy it, I don't have to feel guilty and think, oh, but I already have so many of those. So I'm trying to get back to that point, and last night I kind of had an epiphany in a way. Not really an epiphany, but it was I guess it was like the aha moment where I was sorting through my lipsticks, and I had one little container that it's like a little 9-compartment lipstick container, and I was kind of moving my favorites into that, and I looked at that one little container and I thought, this is it. Like, these are the 9 lipsticks out of all of my lip liners, lip glosses, lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, whatever. These are the 9 products. Like, out of everything, like, these are the ones that I would miss if they were gone. Like, if suddenly I didn't have them anymore, I would miss them. And they're also the ones that I think about, not in a weird way, like I don't sit around thinking about my lipsticks, but they're the ones that, you know, when I'm contemplating, like, well, what lipstick can I wear today, or what lipstick would go with that, or what shade would I recommend to that? So these are the lipsticks that come to mind. And so when I was looking at that, I thought, this is all I need. Like, I don't need anything else because all of my boxes are being ticked by these 9 lipsticks. So I was able to let go of everything else because I'm thinking, do I like this better than one of those? No, then it goes. Like, if I had this one and then one of these to choose from, which one would I choose from? And always, it's the ones that are my favorite. So I was able to eliminate so many lipsticks and so many lip products just by kind of letting go of all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ones that I ended up with because these are like my favorite all-time holy grail, whatever you want to call them. So here's my little handful. And I have to start out by saying that out of the 9, 7 of them are from the drugstore, because my philosophy with makeup is I don't mind spending money on something that is a great product. I've got no problem spending money. The problem that I have is, even though I don't mind spending money on makeup, I don't like spending lots of money on something that I'm disappointed in. And just out of, like, to be honest, most of the high-end lipsticks that I've bought, I've gotten rid of just because they were usually if I'm buying a more expensive one for some stupid reason, I buy really kind of crazy shades because they're the ones that you see in the ads. And, you know, like the magazine ads, and they're the ones that draw your eye, and you think, oh, that's a beautiful lipstick, and then you get it, and then you're like, I'm never going to wear this berry or this, you know, like blood red or whatever, and then you end up not wearing them. And I just feel like I'm not disappointed by a drugstore product if it's not the greatest formula, because I haven't spent a lot of money on it. So if I buy something that's really expensive and then I don't like the formula or the color's not right, I find it very disappointing. So anyway, as it just turns out, the products that I like the most in my lipstick category are drugstore. So let's go through them. I'm going to start with the nudes because I pretty much have everything covered here. I have reds, like I have a red, like a fun red. I have like a fun pink. And then I have like several like nudes or like wearable kind of neutral colors. And then one or two kind of berry or fall tones. So I've got all of my bases covered here. I'm going to start off with probably my favorite lipstick of all time, and it's actually a little bit scary because I went into the store and they had like clearance on the line, so I'm a little bit afraid that they're going to get rid of the line, so I should probably go get another one as a backup. But see, that's that mentality, that hoarder mentality that I don't really need. But this is probably my favorite lipstick. We all have that one shade of lipstick that, you know, no matter what makeup face you've got going on, no matter what kind of feeling you have, if you're stuck, you don't know what color to wear, you're kind of sick of wearing a certain color, blah, blah, there's one color that we keep going back to, and it just works. And it might not be the most spectacular lipstick. It might not be something that jumps to the front of your mind, but you go for it constantly. And when you're wearing it, you think, I really like this lipstick. So that's what this is for me. This is like probably my... Like, these are all my favorites, but this is probably, like, the best workhorse out of them. Like, I love it. I feel like I can put this lipstick on, and I don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't have to think, is my lipstick appropriate? Is it right for this look? I just put it on, and I forget about it. And it's a L'Oreal lipstick. It's a Color Riche Serum, so it's got, like, the serum in the middle of it, and it's in Freshly Rosy. So it's just the perfect neutral, pinky, like pinky neutral for my skin tone, my lip tone. It's just fantastic. So it's just, you know, there's nothing spectacular about it. It works so well, and like I said, it's a total neutral, and it just goes with everything, and it's my workhorse, and it's so comfortable, and it's got like a little dot of serum in the middle of it that makes it really moisturizing. I really like L'Oreal lipsticks. I like the smell of them. I like the formula. I know a lot of people don't like the smell, but to me it reminds me of my mom, and it reminds me of my aunties and all that. So I love it, and it feels luxe to me, the smell. I don't know. Because there's a lot of high-end lipsticks that just totally stink like flowers. So there's nothing overpowering to me about this one. The only thing I don't like is the packaging on this one. I don't like how it's open, and it's kind of a little tacky to me, but I love this lipstick so much. Then I've got two other nudes from L'Oreal, and I talk about, so you've probably heard me talking about any one of these at any given time because they're just, you know, they just work, so they're all my favorites. And I've got two of the nudes from the Collection Privé from L'Oreal, and I have a pinky nude, which is Julianne's nude, and again, it's really great for my skin tone, my complexion. It's pinkier than the one that I just showed you. See the difference? So it's a little bit lighter. This is a little bit like more mid-tone. This is a little bit more on the nude, like pinky nude side. It's a little bit brighter. It's great. Love it. And then if I'm feeling like, you know what, I want to do kind of a brownie nude, I go for Jennifer's nude. Which, even though it's a little bit more brown, it's not like that orangey brown kind of dead color. And again, the formula really makes it nice and easy to wear. So there it is there. So these are all like neutrals, like day-to-day shades that you just can't go wrong with. And I really love the packaging on these Collection Privés. I think they're just really kind of old school glam. I love them. Okay, so my last nude is a more high-end one, more expensive. This is the Clinique Color Pop and Nude Pop. And again, this is like a pinky, but it's more like a rosy nude as opposed to like a pink nude. So you can see it next to JLo's. It's pinkier, so it's almost got that kind of like salmon undertone to it, especially when you compare it with the Julianne's nude, but it's a little bit deeper. And I really like the formula of these color pops. They just go on really nice and light. They're kind of sheer, but it works. And this is becoming like my go-to one. Like, if I want a nude, I'll go to that one because it's not too pink, like it's not too fair, and it's not too brown. It seems to work really well in a nude situation. So I love those. Then I've got one little lonely MAC lipstick, and this is in syrup. So this is, you know, more for, you know, we're going into fall. This is more of a rosy tone. I know a lot of people wear this as kind of like a neutral all season long, or like all year long, but for me it's a little bit more on the fall side because it's got that kind of rosiness to it. So when I go a little bit more fair in the fall, it works really well. So you can see there, it's just a nice kind of rosy mauvey color. And because my natural lip color is a little bit darker, it just kind of enhances that, and it kind of comes across a little bit berry toned on me. So I really like it. And again, any one of these, I feel like I could dip my hand into, like, blindly pick out a shade, put it on, and really love it. So that's why I love these ones so much. And then this is probably my favorite kind of berry tone of life. And it's the Rimmel Moisture Renew in Crystal Mauve. This is just so wearable. It's got a really cool kind of like purpley mauve tone, but there's shimmer in it, but not like chunky shimmer. There's just a little bit of highlight in there, so it just kind of bounces the light around, and that's what to me makes it so wearable. Because I've had berry lipsticks before that are, you know, very opaque and kind of heavy, and I feel like it sucks all the color out of the rest of my face. Like, it just kind of makes me look like Snow White, and sometimes it's not a good thing because it's kind of like you're a white face with bright berry lips, and it's kind of the same with red. But when you put a little bit of, not even necessarily shimmer, but just a little bit of highlight in there, I find it bounces the light around and makes those kind of scary, darker, or way too bright shades much easier to wear. So you can see, like, it's not frosty. It's not like a frosted mauve or anything like that, but it's definitely got some light moving around, and I just find it's very easy to wear. So that's like my favorite color for fall. I just love it. And it just brightens up my whole face without looking like all you can see are my lips. So you can see these are all pretty much neutral-y. And like I said, I could pull any of them out of a hat on any given day and be happy with them. But I also think that everybody needs a good red and everybody needs a good pink. So I'm wearing the pink today. And it's like, I've only had this for a year, but as soon as I started to wear it, I fell madly in love with it. And again, it's just a cheap Wet n Wild lipstick, like less than $2. This one's in retro pink, and it's just, a lot of these things are based on, you know, your skin tone. They're based on your lip tone. My lips are pigmented, so I find it hard to wear a lot of shades because they compete with the natural color of my lips. So a lot of those like pale pinks I can't wear. Deep pinks I can get into, but sometimes they're just too deep. This is like the perfect pink for my skin tone and for my lip tone. So, as I said, it's retro pink, and it's just a bright pink without being fuchsia. Now, you can see it there. It is very, very bright, but on me, it's just like a medium tone pink, again, because that's my lip tone. If you were fair and then had very kind of fair toned lips, it would be much brighter on you, but it works well for my kind of lip tone and my skin tone, as I said. And again, like under $2, the formula is fantastic. And, you know, you put it on and you look great and you feel great. What does it matter how much you paid for it? And I mean, that kind of goes both ways. If you're happy paying $36 for a lipstick and you put it on and it makes you happy and it makes you look great, go for it. I get that with that $2 one. And then lastly, I think everybody needs a fabulous red. And this is a red that I've been wearing for years, and it's a red that I recommend to people. It's a red that I just know, like I have other reds that I've experimented with because sometimes you feel like I want a matte lip because that's the trend right now, or I want deeper, I want brick, I want orange, I want blah. This is the red that I go back to. It's the red that is the easiest red to wear in my opinion. And again, it's from the drugstore, and it's NYC's Ruby. And the reason why it's so fabulous is just like the Crystal Mauve from Rimmel, it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. So there's some kind of like pinky gold shimmer running through this, which again, without making it look frosty and dated, it bounces the light around and makes it easy to wear. So if somebody says to me, I can't wear red, like I always look horrible when I wear red, or I'm not comfortable wearing red, I recommend Ruby because, again, it's more of a blue toned red without being cherry or without being raspberry, and it's not, you know, orangey red at all. It's just a really nice red that I feel suits a lot of different skin tones. And it's just so easy to wear, and I think that's my MO, is I love things that are easy to wear, and these lipsticks check those boxes. So look, I've got nice neutrals, I've got nudes, I got rosy tones, I've got pink, I've got berry, like I'm done, like that's it. These are the only 9 lipsticks I need. I'm not saying they're the only ones I'm ever going to buy, but these are the ones that make me the happiest, and I've put them like front and center in my collection now, and I just feel comfortable opening the drawer because I know I can go to any one of those and be really happy with the results. So there you go. There they are again. And these are all, as far as I know, these are all available. The only one that I'm a little bit hesitant to say is available is the L'Oreal Freshly Rosy, which just happens to be my favorite of all time. But yeah, but that's okay because I've got my Clinique Nude Pop, and that's quickly becoming my go-to everyday lipstick. So thank you so much for watching and coming along this journey with me, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys!